Andrew is calling from Fresh Meadow. And Andrew, you're on the fan. What's going on?
Well, first of all, it is a privilege to be the first call for this hour, so I appreciate that fact.
Yes, and so do we. And you got through, and the phones are working. I can't believe it.
Well, I don't know what it is. I mean, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't work. But anyway, I'm just glad to be talking to you right now.
Me too.
All right, so reason why I'm calling is yesterday I'm reading the Daily News in the sports section.
Sure.
And Sean Harper wrote something interesting, and hear me out on this. Mets must trade for Jonathan Lucroy, even if it means giving up Zach Wheeler. Would you pull the trigger?
Well, yes, and here's the thing, nobody knows from Zach Wheeler, so you're not going to give an all-star catcher away for a pitcher who has to show you that, A, he can stay on the field and be healthy after all missing so much time, and 2, that he could win. Because Milwaukee would love to get a Zach Wheeler, although they would hate losing Lucroy's, but he's on the block. He is going to be available, and they do need pitching. But the bottom line, it's a great question, Andrew, and thank you for asking it and calling the whole thing. And the thing is, you have to make sure that Wheeler's all right. And then you would trade him. I mean, I'm just saying, because Lucroy, you would definitely want. And he's expensive for a team that's going nowhere, so, you may not even have to give up a Zach Wheeler. But nonetheless, he's an all-star catcher, and boy, could the Metropolitans use him. Even as insurance for d'Arnaud. We all talk about d'Arnaud as if he's a 300 hitter, and he's not. And he's not a very good defensive catcher. I'm glad we got Syndergaard in the deal from Toronto. I'm not so excited about with d'Arnaud as we speak, and he's never healthy. CJ is calling from Mount Holly. CJ.
Yes, it's getting very interesting now with the Jets and the Fitzpatrick situation. Right now, I'm leaning towards more and more that the Jets are really going to finally call his bluff with Fitzpatrick. I don't think they're going to offer him any more, and I think they are prepared to go to camp with these 3 quarterbacks. Remember, Fitzpatrick really played an easy schedule last year in warm weather games. That won't happen again this year, and the Jets are also going to have a very tough schedule this year, so it might be the year for the quarterback of the future to get his footing on the team.
Well, mark my words, CJ, and I have a lot of respect for you. You know that.
Yes.
Listen to what I'm going to say.
What?
Fitzpatrick. Repeat after me. Fitzpatrick is going to start for the Jets.
Is going to start for the Jets.
That's it.
But, all right, the other situation that no one's really talking about now, and this really, I think, needs to get done, this is even more important. It's time to get Muhammad Wilkerson in for his long-term contract. He's been a great, solid citizen for the team for the last 4 years. And if they're going to, throw all the chips in Richardson, they're really making a big mistake. Richardson is a goofball. I don't want him signed to the long-term deal, and I think they're making a big mistake.
Well, Wilkerson is their best player, and by far. CJ, you're the best, and thanks a lot for the call. I say this a couple of times now, and I'll repeat it. What, I don't repeat? People ask me what I do for a living, and the voice sounds familiar. Where have I heard it? I said, yes, I work on the radio, and what I do for a living is talk every day about Ryan Fitzpatrick. He will start this season, and he's the best of any quarterback they have in camp on the roster. He is the best chance for them to win. It's not a great chance considering the schedule, and he didn't have that great of a year last year. If you consider Week 17, he's going to be the starting quarterback. It's not going to be Geno Smith. It's not going to be Petty. It won't be Hackenberg. It'll be, and they will figure it out. Everything now is leaking information to get leverage. Whether it's leverage for Ryan Fitzpatrick, whether it's leverage for the Metropolitans, bottom line is they'll probably up it a little bit make him feel good about himself. They'll probably throw in some incentives. They'll work it out. McCagnon is a smart GM. They don't need to sign him right now today. The season does not start tomorrow. Let camp get itself underway when taking snaps in the summertime might mean something, and it really doesn't. Not for a veteran journeyman like Fitzpatrick. Is he an all-pro? No. Is he on his way to Canton? No. Is he possibly going to lead the Jets to a better 10-win season than they had a year ago? Probably not. Bottom line is, the best chance for the Jets to win is to have Fitzpatrick. And Woody Johnson knows it. McCagnon knows it. Todd Bowles knows it. Fitzpatrick knows it. And we know it. That means all of us. He will be the starting quarterback when the season starts in September.